Edward Moses is many things, perhaps too many. The folks who love him the most would likely describe him as tall, slightly loud, verbose, and absurdly bald. Fans of his rap career, spanning 2 decades as AMS the Nerd King, might tell you, I don't know where the bottom of his lungs are. Fans of his DJ career might call him Lord Vader. You may call him when your Mac is doing that weird thing, and he knows the exact error code that it threw up, and why, he doesn't know, but he knows. The US breakdance scene calls him the voice at the jam. Most folks call him just Moses. Mom and Dad call him Eddie. And the folks he trounces in the Street Fighter 6 lobbies call him nothing because he mutes them immediately. Moses, are you sure?
I don't know exactly how I'm to follow up what just happened because I'm nowhere near as talented, but let's give it a try. Are you sure? You ever want to witness an honor student burn out brilliantly like a gas-soaked phoenix? You ever want to finish watching the action figure melt into the carousel plate in the microwave? Because, man, this question was every Carol Ann's poltergeist haunting for the kid who was so comfortable in math because it had one fucking answer. Are you sure? So quickly became the I need to check this kid mantra of Beverly born and bound teachers who were so fucking incredulous over this weird ass kid who casually sprinkled 10 buck words he learned that week into conversation and to have the unmitigated gall to explain what they meant to the class. You have not seen wrath like a black mother, also a teacher funnily enough, at parent-teacher conferences, her warm visage suddenly gone stone sour at the audacity of this bird who called herself gently prodding into whether Edward was socially well adjusted or was someone doing his homework for him. Are you sure? Fuck no. I worked in IT for 22 years, and that question is the very gate to hell itself with the soothing trill of the school bell releasing you to summer. There might be a 17-plus hour day ahead if you're sure, or a whiskey and a book at the bar if you're sure, or a date interrupted by an emergency summons as your promise of being sure is now turned to your poor wife staying at the bar while you scarf down a slice of pizza in the back of the cab back to work. There are things we can be sure of if we've earned them, and things we should be sure of as people. It doesn't mean that they're sure things. I'm as sure as standing here that some folks are fucking suckers who'd sooner cut off their nose to spite their face. Just as sure that the Chicago fucking Cubs are the true arbiters of baseball in Chicago. And unless you're as tall as me, you aren't ready to fight me about it, so sit down. I was so sure about proposing, and even more so when she said yes. I was sure when my parents said that they're proud of me, my self-esteem screams that I always haven't been sure about it. I was sure as anything 4 times over that I was supposed to end my own life. Not as sure now. And I'm sure that some days just cost just a bit too much and others are so surprisingly free. I'm sure in my uncertainty and unsure that I might know all about some of it. I'm not so sure what makes a good man these days, but my friends sure seem to think I'm one. I'm sure that just like everyone else, my bones will sift down to gossamer dust and all that'll be left of me are some stories. And I'm not so sure that someone would tell them. So I'm sure that I should steal a few more moments wherever I can. Thanks.